Hey everybody, and welcome back for another knife overview. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I choose to EDC a fixed blade. I think there's several reasons to consider doing so, and today I'm going to go over why I think it's worth rotating a fixed blade into your EDC if you aren't already doing so. Before we get down to the nitty-gritty, I thought I would go over the blades that I have out on the table today. First off, I've got the Bradford Guardian 3. This one is in N690 steel. Second up, we've got the iconic SE Azula. Tons of knife reviews on this knife, so I'm sure you'll find more in-depth info on the Azula if you're interested on YouTube. This one is in 1095 tool steel, and it's kind of got a Damascus style blade. Third up, we've got the Tops MSK 2.5. It's a great user knife. I've used the hell out of this knife, as I guess it kind of shows with the coating coming off. Fourth up, I've got another Bradford. This is the Bradford G-cleaver in LMAX steel with a DLC coating. And last but not least, we've got an oldie but a goodie, the CRKT Minimalist. Very small knife, but it's a very, very capable knife. Number one on my list of reasons to carry a fixed blade is there's multiple ways to carry and conceal a fixed blade. They don't have to be carried in your pocket, so they free up pocket space. Thanks to the sheath retaining the blade, there are several ways to carry most of these. This SE Azula, for example, the sheath on it allows me to carry it around my neck. I also fashioned a belt loop for it to carry it scout style on my belt. Multiple ways to carry it. If a pocket clip on a folding knife isn't for you, a fixed blade is a great option. You can consider using a static line, for example. If you're wearing pants that don't have pockets, you could carry a fixed blade on your belt. For really deep concealment, you could even carry a fixed blade in your waistband or around your neck on a ball chain, as many fixed blades are small enough to do so. Take this Minimalist here. This thing is tiny. It's only got a cutting edge of about 2 inches. And the sheath is also very, very small. This is a great little neck knife. Great little neck knife. Number two on my list of reasons to EDC a fixed blade is fixed blades are very simple to maintain and really easy to clean. They have no moving parts, and there's just less to worry about going wrong with a fixed blade. Maintenance time is typically way less on a fixed blade than that of a folding knife, depending on how dirty your knives get, how much you use them. They don't have multiple parts. They don't have complicated opening and closing mechanisms. And all those things might require you to take your knife apart for deeper cleaning or maintenance. Sharpening is also, I think, for the most part, a lot easier with a fixed blade too. When it comes time to clean your knives, you give them a good once over and then you sharpen them up and you're good to go. There's not a whole lot else to worry about there. Number three on my list of why you should EDC a fixed blade is that fixed blades are just tougher than most folders and have a lot more utility. There's just inherently less risk of failure with a fixed blade. Depending on how tough you are on your knives, the truth is, a good fixed blade like this Tops MSK 2.5, it's going to beat out most folders in terms of durability. Not that I would encourage it, but imagine a scenario where you have to pry something open with your knife. While a folding knife could certainly fail at this, potentially injuring you, breaking the blade or the locking mechanism, a fixed blade with a full tang is going to be much more capable of a task like that. Not that I recommend it, but if you had to do it, your chances of doing so with a fixed blade are much higher than that with a folding knife. I mean, can you imagine batoning something with a folding knife? I certainly wouldn't want to do that to any of my knives. But, you know, a fixed blade is going to be much more suited to a task like that, if you had to do it, than if they can take a lot more abuse. And, you know, day to day, day in, day out, carrying something around every day, I think you want that confidence that whatever you've got in your pocket or around your neck, it's gonna, you know, perform for you. Number 4 on my list of why you should EDC a fixed blade. Despite how they look, which might be apprehensive to some people, I think fixed blades are just a lot safer. Accidents happen, and anyone with a folding knife has likely involuntarily cut themselves, either opening or closing their knife once or twice. I know I have. But when you don't have to open or close a knife to use it, you're just removing it from the sheath and putting it back in the sheath when you're done with it, the risk of you accidentally cutting yourself goes way down. I think we've all handed a knife to someone before and they've been a little bit confused about how to open it or close it. With a fixed blade, you're just kind of circumventing all of that nonsense. I mean, you're just handing it to them safely and you're indicating where the pointy side is, and they're good to go. Number 5 on my reasons to EDC a fixed blade, they're built to be used under all conditions. You know, I can't say that every folding knife I have is going to work well for me when I've got gloves on or when my hands are slippery. And under any type of stress, a fixed blade is going to be a faster go-to option than a folding knife. Plus, it's going to be much more capable in a self-defense situation. Number 6 on my list of why I choose to EDC a fixed blade is the majority of fixed blades I found are fully ambidextrous. I don't know of many that aren't. I'm scratching my head thinking about how there could ever be a fixed blade that isn't ambidextrous. If you're a southpaw like me, you'll understand just how frustrating that is when you find a knife you'd really consider purchasing, but then you find out that maybe the pocket clip isn't reversible or the opening mechanism isn't suited for left-handed users. They may require a different sheath better suited to a left-handed user, but if that's all you've got to worry about, shopping for fixed blades, if you're left-handed, is a whole lot easier. Number 7 on my list of why EDC a fixed blade is fixed blades are relatively inexpensive to kind of make your own. A lot of these knives you'll see have lanyard holes. So you can easily thread a piece of paracord through there and make yourself a neat lanyard for, you know, $1, $2. I mean, you can buy 60 feet of paracord for like $5, $10. It's not unreasonable. You can add an aftermarket sheath. You can buy different scales for your blade. Like say this Essie Azula here, I think I maybe paid about $20 for these black scales. You know, again, not breaking the bank. I hope this video is helpful in that it gives you a fresh new opinion on fixed blades and maybe rotating one into your EDC rotation. Do you guys out there have any favorite fixed blades? Thanks again for watching, and I hope you'll leave a like or a comment below if you made it to the end. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a good day.